16 to 38 today at the plate. Got some big bats from Previs, Ross. What are you seeing in terms of your guys getting more comfortable and how they're selecting their pitches?
Yeah, I think we swung it better pitches to drive. That's part of when you're trying to hit with less than 2 strikes, it starts with pitch selection. When we talk plate discipline, it's that mixture of patience and aggression. Like, can we actually be patient enough to get a really good pitch to hit and aggressive enough when it's there? So that was nice to see. It kind of saw all of it show up. We stole a couple bases. The bunt game was in there. 2 out hit by Matty Previs, and then nice to see the long ball show up.
Speaking of Previs, had quite the day after having the night off last night. 5 RBIs, couple of home runs. Just what were you seeing out of there?
Yeah, that looks like him. We saw that most of last year, and we saw that again Friday night when Matty's using the big part of the field and aggressive and doing what he's supposed to do. He's as good as anybody in the country.
What'd you like most about what Grant showed tonight? 59 pitches through 5.
Yes, and attacking the strike zone, that sinker was really working, and we'll take all the 5.3, 6.3s on this infield on a Sunday to kind of get the game moving. He could have rolled out there even longer. Like, that guy could have pitched in the 7th inning doing that. But he commanded not only the fastball, but the secondary, multiple secondary pitches. The changeup was in play. It was nice to see.
What was the biggest thing you saw from him now that he got his first in-game action of the night?
And we've seen it in practice, and honestly, I've seen it when he was at Tulane. We saw it when he was at West Virginia. Just, he's an ultra competitive guy, and he loves that moment of being out there and fighting, and he does everything we ask.
Did you accomplish what you hoped to in this 3 games?
Did get those guys out there, put them in the spot, see some guys do some other things, kind of let some guys play out, and offensively, and kind of get a little more feel for them in the game against somebody else, and then being able to use most of those bullpen guys. Like to get 1 or 2 more guys in. Just didn't line up that way, but got most of the guys in.
Yeah, late in the game, Ian Espinal came in at second, Brandon Cleese at third. What were you seeing from that mix up there?
Yeah, that's something we work at practice, just to kind of move the infield around just in case there's something that happens. And Braden played third base for us too, so we thought that, I just wanted to see what that looked like with those guys out there in that moment.
Common theme among the guys during media days that you all had to be better on Sundays. Do you feel like, I know it's so early in the season, but do you feel like you did a good job avoiding complacency and staying?
Yeah, and I think that starts in the pregame work. And if you would ask me, are we ready to play when they left BP, I would have said yes. They looked like they were ready to go at stretch in the morning when they came in the building. That looked like, and that's not always going to turn out to a win, but up until first pitch, they had done everything right to prepare themselves, and they got rewarded for it today.
Guys really turned in some pop today, home runs from several guys today. Just how are you liking the power there?
Yeah, it's nice to see them get awesome balls, and it's nice when the wind completely flips from the last 2 nights.
So what do you hope to build from this weekend?
Yeah, I would like to see some of the offensive stuff. Like, we had some bunts in there that end up being sack bunts. I think with the guys that we have with their skill set, that short game needs to be a weapon, like you saw with Andrew Williamson today. Not just a bunt to get a guy over, that's great, but we got some guys that can run and handle the bat. I'd like to see that be a weapon, not only for sacks, but for hits. The base running a little better, we missed a few signs. There's some of that stuff that we gotta clean up.
What do you tell Dakota Stone after this to kind of help him going forward?
Yeah, his stuff was great. He just gotta command the ball. We're gonna put him right back out there. We need that different look left-hander, and that's elite stuff. He's gonna figure it out.
A little step up in competition now with Missouri
Yeah.
in midweek.
Yeah, 100%. An SEC team, it's about playing our style of baseball and forcing that on the field over and over again. And after that, we got another NCAA tournament team behind them coming in for the weekend. So it's continually upgrading around here.
What was the thought process in the schedule like that with Siena opening and then right at Missouri?
Yeah, you're kind of that opening week with the midweek, like they're here. So they're going to be in Daytona, and it just lined up that we could play somebody like that. To me, that makes complete sense to get a team like that in our ballpark and have a chance of doing that.
How important are these non-conference opponents to preface Big 12 play?
Yeah, you have to. Our baseball league is elite, and some of the guys we play in the midweek help us get prepared for that. I think the team coming in next weekend will help us get prepared for that, and then obviously after that as well.
Who are you thinking of as starting the midweek?
Don't know yet. We've got to sit down and look at that. With the way our bullpen's built, we don't need a lot of innings out of the starter on a Wednesday if we're fully loaded like we are. So we'll look at what the best matchup is for them to open the game to get us off to a good start. To be honest with you, I haven't even looked at Missouri yet. So
how settled in would you say the team is now?
I hope they're a lot more settled in than they were Friday night, but it's a long season, and we just got to keep getting better.
Did you notice that a little little less on the nerves as the games went along.
Yes, yeah, they were just trying to do too much on Friday night. That's not, most teams on Friday night in our ballpark with the energy that was feeling like that, they probably just got a little too amped.
Matt gets to start in left field today. How is left field going to look this season? Is there going to be a rotation between Chase and him, or is that going to be?
I mean, we're still gonna play that out. Matt's obviously capable left fielder. Chase is a capable left fielder. They're gonna be in the lineup. We're just trying to save bodies as much as we can.
That's good.
Awesome. Congrats, coach.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.